Welcome, guys. Welcome to Monday night, where we are going to have a discussion about some of the Disney World transportation tonight, along with some other things that I want to show you guys. I got some mail to go through. I actually have something for Mr. P. McDevitt if he is watching, which if you guys watched his show on Friday night, I'm kind of still a little upset about the fact that he's kind of gone back on his word a little bit, but we'll get to it. And I've got a challenge for him. Got some puzzles. Of course, I found more puzzles. We're going to show those. But we'll get to it. And we're going to watch Victor Espinola tonight. It's a 10-minute video of Paraguayan Harpist from the Festival of the Arts. So, lots to do. But before we can begin, I need to start by obviously thanking Dino at The Live Place, www.theliveplace.com, Dreamer's Empire, and The Live Place on YouTube. He hosts our show as well as over 120 other shows. He's just absolutely incredible. And then, of course, my partner channels. We have Mouse Talk and Rob Fuzz. Mouse Talk goes live on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock with Dissanity, Sundays with Disney Movie Review with Disney Dan. And, guys, if you missed it, last night was our first episode of the Disney Double Take, which I thought was pretty fun. And it is something we're going to do more often. And our next one will be February 21st at 9 o'clock on my show. We will be discussing Fast Passes, whether they should stay or whether they should go. And then Rob Fuzz goes live with Pub Talk on Fridays at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, my brothers, the Dis and That Crew, we go live Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. Shep goes live Saturdays at 9:30. Zip goes live Tuesdays at 7. And Brandy and Dave go live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So welcome in, everybody. We got a lot of people here already, which is absolutely crazy. Lori French, Andrew Ford, Donna Jaworski, The Live Place, Dean, what's up, buddy? James Ryan, Joy S, Happy's Haunt, Tim Rempel, G. Wilson, Dad Builds, Jersey Mike, Karen Cook, Andy J, Surfer Girl 326, Maximus Napic 2023, Michelle Gannon, Dre Houston, Udalali Lane, Bill Steffen, Christine Hickman, ALJ, Magical News Live, SG88 Keys, Captain Akron 27, Jonathan Chong, Rob Weiska, Mike Klemovich, Finn O'Sullivan, Fantasia 2007, Angela Minta, Ryan McDowell, Faith Open Disney, a.k.a. Barbara, T. Marie's Place, Surf Bum, welcome in. Oops, it just jumped on me. Jay Nashville, welcome in. Piglet Roo Loves Disney. Billy Hildwald, what's up, brother? Guys, Billy is a really good friend of mine. Really, really into Disney. I can't thank that guy enough. Billy Hildwald, $10 super chat. I love transportation discussions. I bet you do, buddy. Good to see you tonight, man. I hope you and your family are doing well. Tina McNeil, DCS, welcome in. Who else do we have here? Nick Gates, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. Disney Up, Boiler Up, welcome in. Penn Smith, Kathy I. And I missed somebody here. There it is. Disney Up, Boiler Up's in a meeting. Wanted to say hi. Do you have your Carhartts out? It is cold here. So cold. We'll get to that in a minute. Nick Gates, what's up, buddy? Disno's Adventures, welcome in. Did I get everybody? I don't think so. Ryan McDowell, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here. Grant Lavery, welcome in as well. Mike Wheeler. I know I missed somebody else. I'm still going up till I put a marker in so I could see where I missed. And I haven't hit that marker yet, so there's other people here. Dreamer Deborah, what's up, Dreamer? Dreamer Deborah. I tried to get you to know that I was coming to your neck of the woods for Moonshot Games. It was pretty awesome. Tanya J, welcome in. Marguerite Nagy, welcome in as well. And Jalian Ship, and I think Herschel Linney and Ryan McDowell. I think I got you all, and now I'm going back to the bottom. So if I missed you guys, please repost. Paul Angle, Irspirational, welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Each and every week you guys come in here. Lady Jamers, welcome in as well. You guys come in here every week. We already have 82 people watching. Haven't even got started yet. You guys are insanely supportive, and I can't thank you guys enough. So let's talk a little bit about Disney transportation. We'll do that first, go to some mail, show you some puzzles, challenge for Pete McDevitt coming up, and we'll make this happen. Mary Kehoe, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So Disney transportation, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about it because some of it's getting ready to change a lot. And I don't think a lot of people understand the differences and some of the other things that are available to people as well for the transportation aspect of things. But some of them you're going to want to make sure why you're going on them. Happy Hopper, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Because they're not the fastest transportation forms. It's a really neat add-on that you get to experience some of these different forms of transportation. And sometimes they can be way faster. Sometimes they're going to be a lot slower. It's just a matter of the scenic views that you get to go on, the experience, and some of that things. So you want to make sure that you know what you're getting into. LSU Mom, welcome in. Julie C, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. But obviously, we'll start with the sad one first. and that is going to be the Magical Express. And the reason why that's sad is because it's going away. Disney World freak Carlos, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here. Disney Baker, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So the Disney Magical Express, guys. Magical Express is going away at the end of the year. Jay Grubbs, welcome in. It's going away, but it's a fantastic service for those people that don't rent cars. And the way it works right now, you can use it for the rest of this year. The way it works right now, if you're coming to Disney, you have a Disney hotel reservation and a park reservation. When you fly into Disney or fly into Orlando, Disney will take care of your luggage and everything for you. Nathan Rada, what's up, brother? They take these buses. You get on these buses. You go straight from the plane to these buses. They handle your luggage. They handle everything else. Your luggage magically appears in your room when you get there. Now, a lot of times it's a little bit later. Sometimes it's a couple hours before it gets in there. But normally, though, they handle everything. You don't have to worry about your luggage or anything else. You just go from the plane, get off the plane, get on the bus, and then they take you to your hotel. So it's a pretty nice little gig. Now, they're building a bullet train, and this is going to go away, unfortunately. Now, the bullet train will not be ready by then, and I also don't think the bullet train is going to be free unless hitchhiking from the airport is way more fun. I know. No, it's not. No, it's not. But this is going to go away a year before the bullet train's ready. Hopefully, there will be a bullet train station in Walt Disney World at Disney Springs for sure. I believe that they're going to have transportation from that station to your hotel. So you're going to be able to ride the bullet train over, and then you're going to be able to take your transportation from that station to the correct hotel. Now, the one difference is I think Disney's going to give us passes for the bullet train. I don't know that for a fact. This is totally 100% my own ordeal, but the bullet train will take you to there. I think Disney's going to give you passes to be able to ride that from the airport to there, and then they're going to pick you up at the bullet train station. It saves Disney money in the long run because they're just paying for a ticket as opposed to operating all these buses and everything that have to go that far back and forth. So you've used Magical Express a lot, and it's great. It is fantastic, especially if you have little kids. Again, you don't have to worry about car seats and things like that because they take care of all that. And they don't. The luggage is the biggest deal, and it's such a magical experience because you go and then all of a sudden you go to your room and your luggage is sitting there waiting for you. But the way I've changed this all depends on how you vacation. I've changed my way I vacation to I rent a car every time I go, just because I'm going to do a lot of things outside of Disney every trip I go, and I need a car. It's just a lot easier for me. So I don't use to take advantage of this service anymore. Unfortunately, I go with the rent-a-car. But the Magical Express is awesome. For those of you who haven't seen it, you also get to go in there and they have a TV in front of you everywhere. Kay Atwood, welcome in, and you get to drive around in this bus and you get to watch something on Disney. They give you a lot of tips and stuff, tips and tricks of how to do certain things. They give you information about Disney. It's just a really neat thing. You get to see characters on the screen. It's awesome. Leanne Sherbick, welcome in. So it's a very, very nice service, but it is going away after this year. So take advantage of it before it goes away. But again, I think they're going to replace it with something else. I think they're going to provide a pass for the bullet train. It won't have the Disney magic to it, but I think they're going to provide a pass, and then they'll pick us up from that station and take us to our resort. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about too much there, but it is going to be a lot more difficult because you're going to have to be responsible for your own luggage. Jill DeFord, do you have to bring... That's it, Jill, right there. I just said it. Yes, you're going to have to be responsible for your luggage. Now, there's some people that think Disney will take a shuttle back and forth to pick up luggage. Again, we're talking 2 years away. We have no idea what they're going to do. They could change it at any point in time. There could be a shuttle that goes and takes care of your luggage for you, so you won't have to worry about it. David Stevens, welcome in. Karen Loves Disney, welcome in. And Doreen Jones, welcome in. That's Cody's mom. Nice to see you here. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. So, Magical Express going away after this year. But it is a very, very incredibly convenient form of transportation. The Do Philly crew, welcome in to the Do Philly crew. So that is the Magical Express. Then the main form of transportation on Disney property is then the Disney transportation buses. They used to be all white like this. Now they've obviously wrapped them in a bunch of different Disney things, which is really cool. Kenneth, the famous Kentucky fan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Movie Mania Nick, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here. So they've wrapped these buses in skins so that when you're going down, when the bus is going down, you're seeing Star Wars go down the road. You're seeing Mickey Mouse go down the road. They're really, really cool buses. The buses are supposed to run roughly every 20 minutes at every hotel. That doesn't always pan out to be that way. So they start running on a less frequent basis before the park opens, and they typically start running between 6:30 and 7 a.m. And then once the parks open, 1 hour before the parks open, they start running them more frequently, and they're supposed to be every 20 minutes. Sometimes things happen, and they get tied up, and they don't come for 40 minutes, and you're just going to have to deal with that. But so the really big problem with the buses is they're unreliable as far as timing, because you never know what's going to happen, or they got to switch out a bus driver or something like that, and you may get caught on that one that's going to take 40 to 50 minutes. They also run up till 2 hours after the park closes. So you get quite a bit of time there, but to get plenty of time to get there for rope drop, you get plenty of time to get done after it's over, after a big fireworks show when we actually get to have them again. You get a big fireworks show, and then you turn around and you can just mosey out of the park and know you have 2 hours to get on a bus to get you back home. And the buses are going to be crowded when it's non-COVID related. The buses are going to be crowded. The good news is that they've kind of plexiglassed them off so they can put a lot of people between the buses. Between each park bus, you can take a serious bathroom break, get coffee, and meet a new friend. That's absolutely true, Ryan McDowell. Absolutely true. So buses, guys. The one negative to this with the bigger resorts. Now, the small resorts have one bus stop that's out front. You get your own bus dedicated sometimes, and then you go to the parks. Bigger resorts have 4 or 5 bus stops within each one of them, and they're going to stop at every single one of them. Whether you're the first stop or the last stop, either going or coming, you're going to hit every stop. So it can take a lot more time when you're at a bigger resort that doesn't have a dedicated bus that goes straight from there in one bus stop. So it's going to stop at all 5 or 4, how many ever there are bus stops, before it turns around and comes back and gets you or drops you off. So just be prepared for the bigger resorts for the buses to take a little bit longer. But buses are very convenient, very nice way to get from any resort to any park. They have buses that go from park to park, and they have buses that go from Disney Springs as well. So buses are the way to go for the normal transportation. Yeah, and I don't know what a serious bathroom break is, Tina. I was going to let it go too. The next time you visit, buses are the best way to get from place to place, guys. They're absolutely the best place. Animal Kingdom Lodge has only one. They got one bus stop. You got to wait for the right bus, because the buses come across. You can see I can't point up there, but way up on the top of that bus, you can see across there. It tells you what bus is coming. You got to pay attention to that, because that's where it's going. So, all right. Next form of transportation, which is also kind of temporarily hindered right now, is the monorail system. Obviously, the best way to get from Animal Kingdom from Epcot to Magic Kingdom is the monorail. That monorail is currently closed, so you can't do that. I don't understand why, because they use a monorail from the Ticket Transportation Center to Magic Kingdom and all 3 of the resorts between Polynesian, Contemporary, and Grand Flow. But you have the monorail. You have the monorail system. It works very well. The kicker here is it is so hard to get into the Magic Kingdom unless you're going on a bus. The bus is the best way to get to Magic Kingdom. Actually, the best way is to go to Ticket Transportation Center, get on the bus, and it drives you right to the front. Because if you go there from anywhere else, you're either going to park and you're going to walk a long way to get over to the place to be able to just get into the Ticket and Transportation Center to be able to get over to the monorail to the Magic Kingdom. Jenna Resort TV 1, thank you so much for being here, Jenna. Guys, you know Resort TV 1. If you happen to be new here tonight and you don't know Resort TV 1, they are the pillars of this community. Go check out Jenna and Josh on Friday nights, and they go live quite a bit other times too. Make sure you check them out on Friday nights, usually at 6 o'clock, but with the way things are going, all the park changes, they vary, so make sure you check them out. But mods, if you would please put Resort TV 1's channel link in the chat so people, but again, we have some new people here tonight, so maybe you don't know them. But if you don't, please check them out. Mike88 NYC, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. So the monorail, guys, my tip and trick here is to do this. Walking to the Magic Kingdom is great. It's a fantastic view, Andrew, especially if you get to one of the resorts. It is going to be a long walk. If you can get to Contemporary, and now they have the brand new walkway to the Grand Flow, which Corey and I walked the last time I was there. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous views if you want to walk. If you don't like walking, you don't want to take that transportation. But I've gone all the way from Contemporary, all the way to Polynesian, all the way to the Grand Flow, back to Magic Kingdom, and all the way back to Contemporary before. So it can be done. It's not a big deal, but it is a walk for some people. So you have to be ready to be able to walk if you're gonna do it. So, but my trick is this, guys. When this is open, the best way to get to the Magic Kingdom, in my opinion, is to find a way to get to Epcot, which we'll get to in a minute, and then take the monorail over to Magic Kingdom. You're going to go through the security gate at Epcot. You're going to jump on that monorail, and it's going to drop you right off in Magic Kingdom, skipping all of the resort monorails, all of the buses over there, the ticket transportation center. It's going to get rid of all of it. All you got to do is do that. Now, that's a lie. You're going to jump from that monorail over to the Magic Kingdom monorail, but it's an express monorail that you can get off and get right back on, and you don't have to worry about any of that. So, but it's the fastest way. It's the absolute fastest way if you can find yourself in Epcot. Andy Coog 86, welcome in. And that goes back to also, yes, I did see the Jungle Cruise is getting a rehab, and I'm excited because it's not going to include anything from the movie, which includes a terrible actor that doesn't need to be in the parks. So, but anyways, if you find yourself riding buses and you can't get to the Magic Kingdom bus because it takes forever to get there, jump on that Epcot bus, head over, jump on the monorail, get over to Magic Kingdom. There's other ways to get there besides waiting on the bus to get there. So, the other way to get there is from all the Polynesian, the Contemporary, the Grand Flow, is that express monorail or the resort monorail to get you from the Ticket and Transportation Center over. So lots of options to get there. When you finally do get to the Ticket and Transportation Center, though, there is another form that I highly recommend everybody gets to see, and that is the what did I do here? I'm on the wrong one. The ferry boat. So the ferry boat. At the Ticket and Transportation Center, they have a ferry boat that goes one way and comes back a different way. So they have two ferry boats go back and forth. What in the world with Russ? Welcome in. I don't, Russ. I definitely don't. I've not made that. I've made that no secret or surprise. But guys, ride the ferry boat. It's an experience in itself. It's like an attraction in itself. It's not something you need to do all the time. It's not going to be fast. Go slow. But if you can get on there, on the water, look at the views, catch that breeze when the sun's out and everything. It is not currently going yet, Ryan. Unless it opened up this past week, the monorail from Epcot to Magic Kingdom is currently closed. So hopefully it opens up soon. But guys, the ferry boat. You can go to the upper deck, you can go to the lower deck. Regardless, it's a really cool experience. You're out on the water. You're going to see the wind come through. And it's just a really nice experience. And again, it's not something you got to do every time. Sometimes it's faster than when the monorail. When the parks are busy, they can get backed up. The monorails can get backed up, and you can just jump on a ferry boat if you catch it in time. Can I just say I miss Disney World so much right now? A year ago, when I was there and met with so many friends, and I was supposed to be there again, but canceled my trip. Absolutely, Deborah. Absolutely, I understand. So, Avery Cuban American, what's up, buddy? But ride that ferry boat, guys. And the only ferry boat that they really have, they have the one inside the Magic Kingdom that takes you to Tom Sawyer Island. That's not really that's more of a ride than a transportation. But ride this ferry boat at least once. It's a really cool experience, especially at night when you're coming back and you can see the lights from Grand Flow, the Poly, Contemporary, because it drives right there between them. So make sure you check out the ferry boats. And then the other form of transportation are the water taxis, and this is one of the most underutilized taxi or forms of transportation. So they have a ton of these boats that go from one place to another, and they are all color coded. So if there's a gold flag one that takes you around the Seven Seas Lagoon boat loop, goes at Magic Kingdom, the Grand Flow, and the Polynesian. It runs all day long. Zippity Doodad, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here, buddy. So it runs all day long between those. You have the blue flag, which, again, they're all, like I said, they're all color-coded. It operates between the Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, Fort Wilderness, and the campgrounds, and Magic Kingdom. So it goes in that loop. You have the green flag, which travels between Fort Wilderness Campground and Magic Kingdom. So it's just a straight one, straight there. And then you have the red flag that operates between Wilderness Lodge and Magic Kingdom, and they go back and forth. So you have all these different boats just within the lagoon that'll take you there. Now you also have ones down near Disney Springs. You have a yellow flag down there that goes between Disney Springs and Port Orleans Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter. If you've never been at either of those resorts, they're incredible resorts. You can just ride a boat all the way there, and it's just like being on the river, just getting down there. Again, not the fastest form of transportation at all, but it's just a nice new form of transportation. And sometimes they can be faster than your other options by the time you wait for everything. Glenn Castro, welcome in. Thank you for being here. You also have a blue flag one that takes you between Disney Springs and Disney Saratoga Springs. You have a green flag that takes you between Disney Springs and Old Key West. And then you have a red one, which is just a Disney Springs internal boat service. So you have all those. And then you also have the Epcot and Boardwalk area friendship boat routes, which take you from Hollywood Studios to the Swan and Dolphin to the Yacht Club, the Beach Club, Boardwalk Inn, Epcot, and then back around. And then they also, internally in Epcot, they'll take one runs between Canada and Morocco, and then one from Germany to Mexico. And again, those are not going to get you to those places faster than walking even, but it's a form of transportation that you can utilize and enjoy it. So it's really nice. And then finally, or not finally, but the next one, getting second to last one, $9.99 Donna Jaworski. The Donnermobile better be a part of this discussion. Just saying, love you, little brother. Guys, the best form of transportation on Disney property is the Donnermobile. She takes me anywhere I need to go, and I love her. She's just the greatest. And it's Donna, so glad you're doing better. It is so nice to see you again, and thank you for that. I appreciate it. Guys, but the best form of transportation other than the Donnermobile on property right now is the Skyliner. The Skyliner is the best form of transportation. It's broken down a couple times, but I want to get stuck on it once. I've made that very clear. I want to be evacuated from it while it's over the river or the boat or the water. Look, you just fly over everything. The thing constantly moves. You just get on it. You go up. It's a great view. It's not hot. It's very well. It's not air conditioned, but the air it's very well ventilated, and the air rushes through. No problems whatsoever. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. Thank you for being here. The Skyliner, there's several stations. The main one is at Caribbean Beach. And then they've got one where they got several different lines that they go. And I forgot to pull those up, but let me pull them up real quick for you. Okay. So the different lines include from the Caribbean Beach station, they have one that goes back and forth to Disney Hollywood Studios. WDW Fan 102, thank you so much for being here. They have another one that goes from the Caribbean Beach down to Pop Century and Art of Animation. Then it goes back to Caribbean Beach again, goes up to Riviera Resort, and then it cuts over to Epcot. So they have those three main lines and to get you around. This form of transportation is absolutely incredible. It skips a lot of the stuff. What they need this now is to go to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. They need it from the All-Star Resorts and Animal Kingdom Lodge and Animal Kingdom up to, I don't even care if it goes all the way from there all the way to the Caribbean Resort. They want to keep that as the main hub. And then they need one that goes from the same place all the way up to Magic Kingdom, and then they need one to Disney Springs. So if you were staying at the Yacht Club and the Epcot monorail was running is the best way to get to Magic Kingdom, I think so. Take the boat over to Epcot, jump on the monorail, and get over there to Magic Kingdom. You're gonna skip so much. It's a lot better for me, in my opinion, in my experiences. It's way better. But guys, the Skyliner is the way to go. The Skyliner is absolutely the way to go. And yes, Doreen, be safe, Doreen. And I don't know if Cody talked to you yet. But we'll talk. But anyways, Skyliner is the way to go. They need to add it everywhere in Disney World. This should be the main form of transportation. It's absolutely incredible. And then the last option is not free, but I saw somebody say it earlier, and that's minivans. The minivans are technically, I don't think, running right now, but they are basically an Uber/Lyft. I think they're actually operated through Lyft. But you get a ride for free, Jersey Mike. Yeah, she's awesome. It's awesome. Unless you got a random group of a family trying to walk across the street in the middle of the night, then it might get a little nervous, but you know. But thanks, James. I appreciate that, buddy. So anyways, guys, minivans will be coming back, except they can get expensive. They're not your normal Lyft. They cost a little more. You can ask Dave from Randy and Dave of this. They are way too expensive. But it is a form of transportation. If you can't get anywhere else, call this. I recommend two other forms of transportation as well. You can also Uber or Lyft anywhere you want to go, and it's only going to be roughly about $7 to $8 anywhere you go on property. I'll get with you, Doreen. Thank you. Anywhere between property, $7 to $8 to get somewhere, or you can rent a car like I do, and you can go anywhere you want to go. It's just the way. It's the best method. If you know Disney and you know what and you know how you're going to be there, it's the best way to go. The downside of this is with a rental car is it costs money and you got to pay the gas. And if you're not familiar with Disney or you're not familiar with the area and you don't want to, if you get panicky in traffic, it may not be the best way to go. But that's it. And guys, that is those are the forms of transportation right now at Disney World, the main forms of transportation. They are really great to use. Highly recommend them. But yeah, that's it. So we're going to watch a quick clip from Victor Espinoza. And before I do that, though, I'd mentioned that we had something for Pete McDevitt. I don't know if he's watching or not. I'm going to try to get him on here later. But guys, as you know, Pete had me on as his first ever guest for his little In the Hot Seat. I was told that I would be his first returning guest. And he's kind of gone back on that because he scheduled somebody else. But I've got a challenge for Pete McDevitt tonight. Told him on Friday that I would come up with something, and here's what I've come up with. If you're watching, Pete, I'm going to give you to the end of the show, which is another half hour. I'm going to challenge you to sit in the hot seat. Let me interview you with the questions. Let's figure out how to do this. And I know he's not in chat right now, but sometimes he ninja watches, and some if not, people will get to him, I'm sure. But I'm challenging you, Pete, to let me put you in the hot seat. And so you can see what it's all about, buddy. See what it's all about. Like I said, I'll send you the link. There's your challenge. Let me know if you can make that happen, buddy. All right, guys. For now, we're going to watch Victor Espinoza. When we come Espinola. This is from the Festival of the Arts. He's a Paraguayan harpist. Incredible harpist, I might add. And when we come back, we're going to go over some mail and some other things. Cody, what's up, brother? Thanks for being here. Tell your mom what's going on, man. Tell your mom what's going on with the dates and everything so that we can make it work. So, and then I got some puzzles to show you guys, and maybe we'll hear from Pete. We don't know. Let's just see. But for now, guys, enjoy Victor Espinola.
When he plays, the Paraguayan harp appears to dance and sing. The Epcot International Festival of the Arts is pleased to present for your enjoyment, Victor Espinola.
Guys, hope you enjoyed Victor Espinola. I saw some people put in the chat too that these are my experiences, my vlogs. It's a lot easier now that I have the technology to implement them in here. I want to share those experiences with you guys, and it's a good format to be able to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But that is Victor Espinola from the Festival of the Arts. So make sure you check out Victor if you get a chance to. So yes, for those of you that are just joining before the break, before the video, yes, I threw out a challenge to Pete McDevitt. I understand he's sleeping, and somebody said confused or tired or something. I don't know, but Pete, you kind of went back on your word a little bit. So I'm challenging you to put you in the hot seat. I want to put you in the hot seat. I want to ask you the questions that you love asking so many other people. You get to the end of the show to respond, and if not, I'll just take your silence as you're scared to do it. So anyways, guys, first off, let's show a few things here. Got some stuff I got in the mail. First, I do want to show this. These are the honorary character buttons for the Pixar. We have the Star Wars one coming up, which Pete is a part of too. Me, Pete, Dole Whip Dad, Kelly from Myers and the Mouse, Donna Jaworski, Nick from Magical News Live are on the board. This was the last one. The new one will be coming up in May for Star Wars, the end of April, beginning of May. Those will all be coming out here shortly, so make sure that you see that. And thanks, guys. I'm glad you like that. By the way, welcome in Dana Marie, Joseph A, Mouse Talk. Hi, H.I., I think I just saw. Danny Campamains, WDW Fan 102, Sky Camel, and Magic of the Mouse TV. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for joining us. I also, guys, got this card this past week from Miss Leanne Sherbick. It's a really cool card. It says, I oughter be more careful. And it says, your birthday just slipped my mind. Hope it was great. And she, apparently Leanne has a system, and mine snuck up on her because Steve, I texted Pete, and he was sleeping. He said he had no clue what you're talking about. He'll figure it out. But anyways, Leanne, thank you so much for the birthday card. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll just see if he does it or not. If he wants to, he'll figure it out real fast. And then I've got this from Andy J. That's pretty awesome. It has a nice little note on here. She sent me a Funko Pop that I wound up purchasing from the auction, and then also sent me this this thing as well. She said that she knew that I would be more likely to assemble it than she would, and wished me a happy belated birthday as well. Thank you so much, Andy. And it is really cool. I've never seen these. I've seen them in the stores, but I've never had one. And it's one of those 3D wooden puzzles, and this one's Pluto. What I didn't realize is this is a really cool, it's got a cool book on it. And there's a bunch of the puzzles that you can get. I've seen a couple of them put together. This is a really nice book. Look at this. Talks about the history of Pluto and some other things. And then it's got this thing that you put together and you paint. And there's some Star Wars ones, Mickey Mouse, Lumiere. I've seen some of these put together, but really cool. So thank you so much I just called Pete, and he seemed really confused and frustrated. Good. Maybe he'll get the message. But there it is, guys. Now, before we go on to puzzles real quick, I do have some sad news for me. More sunshine, please, Jim. Welcome in, buddy. Guys, make sure you check out Jim tomorrow as well. He also goes live at 7 o'clock tomorrow. He's a fantastic human being, one of the best I know. Make sure you check him out. But, guys, yeah, Donna sent me 2 puzzles for my birthday. They sent me the wrong one, and the other one went missing. So she's been on with Amazon trying to figure it out. Amazon told her they had trouble finding my address, even though they deliver here all the time. So I do have a bit of sad news to make happy news. You guys know what everything I've been through in the last couple months with some things, with a concussion. I lost one of my dogs, all that good stuff. You also know that I'm planning to move to Florida very soon. And I've started that process already. And to make that happen, unfortunately, I will not be allowed to bring my dog with me. Daniel Alanas, welcome in. They will not allow me to bring my dog where I'm going. So, Leanne, they've been sent. So if you haven't got them yet, I'll check the tracking number, but they have been sent. So I will not be allowed to take my dog with me this time. So I've been looking to get a family member or somebody that could watch him for a year or so until I get down there. Now, he is only 6 months old. It would be very hard to do that, to bring him somewhere else into this. And I was approached by somebody today of a family in desperate need of a dog. Sorry. And I've made the decision to give him to him. So he'll be leaving me on Friday. So it's not easy, but it's the right decision. It's going to be better for me to be able to move, and it's going to be better for him to be with a family that needs him as much as I do. So it's a tough decision, but I made the decision today after meeting this family. I know they'll love him like I do, and he'll be happy. It'll be much better for him, and it's nice that it's happening now so that he has time to attach to them. And I'm going to miss him. Not going to lie. Going to miss him greatly. But I think it's for me to be able to make Florida happen and to give him the best possible opportunity in life. This is the decision. So Friday will be my last day. They pick him up on Friday. So it's going to be a hard day on Friday. But anyways, guys, I wanted to show you some puzzles that I've done over the past week. Just because a lot of you asked me to, Captain SL, welcome and thank you for being here. And thank you guys, I appreciate it. But it's what needs to happen. It's what needs to happen. So I've been doing a lot of puzzles over the last week. I've got a setup here that I've been recording them. I did 14 puzzles the week before last. Some of you asked me to show some of them once they're finished because all you see is the boxes and it just doesn't work real well. But here is one of them. I did this 4-pack from the 20-something anniversary of Disney California Adventure. There was a California Screamin' puzzle. The Mickey's Fun Wheel puzzle I did, and I obviously glue all these because you're not falling apart. But I do that. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And I've got the Soarin' puzzle that I did, and this Grizzly River Run puzzle. So I like doing these kind of puzzles like this. And then 2 of my favorite puzzles that I've done and I just did some of them this past week. I did this one, which is really cool. I got this when Corey and I were in California. But this is the Disneyland map puzzle. It's hard to see, but it's got all the different stuff in there. It's got the cutouts. These are spaces and holes in here. But I did this puzzle. This one took me a little longer just because of how intricate it was. And it didn't come with a map or anything, like a poster. I was reading off this little box and you couldn't see anything. It was all blurry. So I got that one. Wendy B, thank you for being here. And then Steve's interest in puzzles me. It's a puzzling predicament. And guys, again, if you missed it last night, once again, go to Mouse Talks channel. Watch our Disney Double Take. Make sure you check out the next one because it's going to be a good one too. And it'll be on my channel on February 21st at 9 o'clock. It's going to be dealing with Fast Passes. Teresa Martin, thanks for being here. And guys, this is one of my favorite ones. So you know the D23 Club has the map in it for the Fantastic Worlds. Corey Meets World got me this for my birthday. And Corey from Corey Meets World got me this for my birthday. And it's the puzzle of the exact same map. The map is a little smaller than this, I think. But I'm going to frame them side by side. But this was a really cool one, and if you guys missed it, this is kind of It's got just different things from around Disney World, around the different worlds on it. Nightmare Before Christmas and other things. So really cool puzzle. I was able to do that one and get it glued as well. So you have that map puzzle as well, Karen. That's awesome. Then I went shopping, guys. Did not find. It snowed, iced, rained, everything here today. The Disney Baker. It was a rough day here. So thank you guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the debate. I want to show you real quick. So I went on a hunt, went to 12 Targets on Saturday, looking for the last one of these, the villainous puzzles that I had. They're only at Target, and the one I'm missing is Dr. Facilier. 12 Targets in Central Indiana. Came up empty. Didn't find it. But I did find these along the way, and I picked them all up. So Donna, I have them all except Dr. Facilier. It's the only one I can't find. Oh, that's awesome, Leanne. And Leanne, if you haven't got it yet, look at the puzzle or look at the map inside that thing. It's pretty awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Found this one. It's not that big of a puzzle, but it's a little miniature golf puzzle, and I like it, so I got it. And then we've got, I picked up this one, which is really cool. This is a, whatever this is. So there's that. And got this one, which I found a couple different places, but I thought it was kind of neat. Just got some, looks like Splash Mountain, some different things from some carnival game type deal. But I got that one. I've got a limited edition or collector's edition Ravensburger puzzle of Aladdin and Jasmine, which is pretty cool. And then, good luck, Dad Builds. I went to 12 of them Saturday, and I keep going back. So I did find a store in Noblesville on Dreamer Deborah's request. It's called Moonshot Games, and I found this puzzle there. They had some of the villainous puzzles, but they didn't have the one I needed. They did have this. And then the last one I found last night at, I don't even remember where this was. I think it was Walmart, actually, which shocked me, because I don't usually see puzzles like this. But I got this one. It's a 1,500-piece puzzle with stained glass. It's got a bunch of different scenes and characters from Disney. So those are my puzzles that I picked up in looking for the other one. Now, I did just realize something that I'm going to have to work on while we're live here, because I'm on a new software and I can't send him the link. I sent him a link, but it won't work. So let me work this out real quick. But I want to thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm going to set up a new thing here, and I think this will work. I think. We'll see how this works. And we'll see if it works or not. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So mine won't be able to go that way. So we're going to enter this. We're going to put the audio here. See if this works for this. Test. It doesn't look like it's going to work. We're going to find out. Unmute. Can you hear me? It is moving. So they won't be able to see me, unfortunately, if I can get them on here. But I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to send him the link. And we're going to see if I can get it to work. I've never brought anybody in with this new technology, and I don't think I can, except for sharing a different part of the screen. So let me see if I can get this over to him real quick, because I would love to hear from Pete. Hopefully you guys like to hear from Pete too. I think it's a very relevant thing that we need to hear from him, because he basically said, Steve, I'm going to bring you back as the first return guest. He hired somebody else. I know it's on eBay, Leanne. I don't want to buy it off of eBay just because I'm nervous to do that. I just don't want to. So we'll see. There's that, though, for him. And the only problem is I don't think he's going to be able to hear me. Oh, he'll be able to hear me. He just won't be able to see me. So let me see if I can bring him in here real quick. And we'll find out. Please let the party... Yes, guys, after this, we're going to head over to see Mickey's Magic, for sure. Meg has got all kinds of great stuff going on our channel. She is an incredible friend of mine. We got a lot of stuff coming up, too, with some things that we had promised during the auction. Tonight, she's going to be giving a beginner's guide to Cricut, which is a die-cut machine. So make sure you check out Meg. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick and figure out how to make this work. Let's see here. if I go in over here and create this and do this, oops, not that. You guys don't need, oh, I can't do it without backing off of here. I don't like that. Guys, I'm going to go, it's going to be a black screen for like 20 seconds while I do this, because this is something new and I haven't been able to bring it on. I may have to call him too, because if this works, but hang on one second. We're going to add the video capture device, add source. There it is. Okay, you're back to me now. Now let's see if I can add to this him, and I think it's this right here. Add source. Neil, what's up, buddy? Listen, Neil, welcome in. Okay, add source, and I think I can do it this way. I'm going to pick this right here. There he is, if I can figure it out. Guys, I have somebody in the back that wants to talk. Can I make this bigger? Whoa. Well, I think this is going to work. We're going to find out. So, guys, I have one Mr. Pete McDevitt in here. Pete, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Guys, real quick, hold up. Don't say anything else. Guys over here in chat. Dale, what's up? Can you guys hear Pete in the chat? Oops, this way. Can you guys hear Pete in the chat? And there is Pete, they said. So he said something. Can you guys hear him at all? Let me know if you guys can hear Pete.
Wait, I'm a guinea pig.
You are the guinea pig, because I've never done this before. And okay, they can hear Pete. They can hear Pete. So Pete, hi, buddy.
Why am I being woken up and by like 20 messages?
I told you on Friday.
Text messages, all kind of nonsense here.
I told you on Friday when we discussed this again that it is not over, because
I thought it was over.
You were wrong. I told you I would let you know on Monday what I thought, and
I can't see you, so if you're smirking right now.
I'm smirking, but I know you can't see me. That's the best part about it, because my camera only works on one screen. So for me to be on this technology, you can't see me over there. They say you were quiet. Can you?
I'm up as loud as I can go, I think, but I'll try.
Okay, that may be true, guys. Guys, again, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work because of the way everything's going. So just listen quietly, listen carefully, the best you can.
My speaker's up as loud as it'll go. I'm using the alternative computer because I was in bed.
That's okay, no worries. So I've got to ask. I've issued you a challenge. I'm not sure if you were.
That's going on. Because
So,
I'm getting propelled with
listen,
text messages.
when we had this discussion, you had told me that because I was the guinea pig and I answered all the questions without pleading the fifth, that I would be your first returning guest.
Well, that was just, us talking. I mean, I didn't think that was a contract.
So, well, I am a man of my word, and I considered you one of yours. And then you went and booked somebody else on that slot.
Well, even if I wanted to do it, first off, it's Meg, first off, that, it's not like I booked, Joe Blow.
I'm aware of that. But
Okay.
in case you missed it, which I'm sure everybody told you, I've issued a challenge to you.
Yeah, what is this challenge? All I heard was challenge and Walt calling me, waking me up, and Chris.
This challenge happens to be that since you don't seem to want to go through the process of letting me be your first guest, then I...
Oh, hold on. Before you go
Yes.
there, let me just say this.
Yes.
It's not that I don't want you to be my first guest. It's just I happened to grab Meg because she said she had nothing to do on Valentine's Day. I don't have any other returning guests the rest of the year at this point. Right now, she just happens to be the only one. I got all new people through the end of the year.
So, I'm challenging you to let me put you in the hot seat.
Oh, yeah, no.
Let me put you in the hot seat and put you subject to everything that you subject everybody else to all the
Answer my
time.
own questions? I'll be glad to answer my own questions. I already know all the answers.
Well, there might be some new questions that I want to ask you.
What?
I'm issuing you a challenge right now to let me put you in the hot seat I'll ask you some of your own questions because they make people squirm. But at the same token, I'm going to ask you some of my questions and maybe some help from some other people's questions if you're willing to do it.
Hey, whoa. What does that mean?
You have tormented a lot of people with your questions over the last few months. And I think some people would like to get back and find out
I don't think there's anybody in this chat that wants to see me in the hot seat.
I think everybody in this chat wants to see you in the hot seat.
I'm going to pull up. Hold on. I got to pull my phone up right now. Oh, look, I can see you smirking. That's great.
Octavia Melody. Welcome in everybody else that just came in, too.
I don't believe there's one person. Maybe Donna. That's probably the only one I'll say Donna.
We're up over 130 people again that want to hear your answer. Do you accept this challenge?
Even if I wanted to accept, where are we going to get a date? I'm booked up.
I might be able to work something out because I've had discussions behind the scenes with somebody else already that might be willing to help make this work.
I don't like where this chat's.
I even have a special guest in the back waiting to talk to us.
What?
I'm just saying.
Why is my face so big?
Well, here I can change that if you guys want to go this way. There you go.
And also, do you see what's up behind me?
So this is what they see, guys. They can't see me because of this. Oh, he got the ears. No.
Look at
No.
that.
What is that? Oh, the painting.
I'm impressed. I have to, because of my medical challenges, I have a medical bed. I have to sleep in Preston's room until I get healthy enough to go back to my own bed. And that is Meg's picture up over my head.
So
I may
people
be taking it down after this. Let me see what's going to happen here.
real quick, people are saying they thought Pete was untouchable. They paid money to see this, but I've had a conversation with Meg, and I asked Meg to come here to give one simple statement, and that is, Meg.
My simple statement is when you said unstoppable, I thought you said uncrustable, and then I thought you were talking about how Pete was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I have to say that if you would like to interview Steve from Steve's World, if that's his real name,
No.
you can do
No.
so on our date, and he can interview you. I give my blessing.
So Meg is willing to give up her date on Valentine's Day to let me put you in the hot seat for the night.
Oh, wow.
And I think everybody here wants to see this. Everybody here wants to see this. After everything you've put everybody through over the last few months, in a great way, I'm not saying it's a negative thing. I came up with an idea over the weekend. I got with Meg. She agreed.
Obviously, Megan.
We have 1 minute to. You have 1 minute to decide before Meg goes live, and I want to get her to her show on time. Mods, please put the channel link to Meg's channel in the description.
Here's the thing. You're calling me out here and questioning
You got
one thing that is what I stand upon, which is my integrity.
You have 1 minute to uphold your integrity or not. Valentine's Day.
You want it, you got it.
I got it. I'll be there. Valentine's Day on your channel. I will be putting you in the hot seat with that, Meg.
You also better bring Uncrustables.
And bring Uncrustables.
Jelly sandwich to munch on.
Meg, thank you so much for making this happen. I really greatly appreciate it. Pete,
I'm not happy with you, Megan.
I will see you, Pete, in your own hot seat on Valentine's Day with a whole slew of new questions with a lot of surprises. Everybody in the chat, thank you. Pete sounds like a wambulance. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Great audience tonight. We got him in the hot seat where he's at over here. Love you guys so much. Thanks for all the support. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much. Oops, forgot that we're on there.